Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. Today guys, I want to talk to you about documenting your collection and the real meaning these watches have for you. Now, just to give you some insight, I had a really good friend of mine, Bruce Moller, who recently passed away. That's right, he died. And I got to be totally honest with you, it was a huge shock. 63 years old, and we had known each other. I'd known him since the mid-90s, early to mid-90s. So it'd been a long time there. And basically I met him through my computer business. I used to sell computers and hardware, software and upgrades, and Bruce became a very loyal client. And it was during those contacts that I told him about my love for watches. It let it slip, and he also loved wristwatches. In fact, we became quite good buddies on the wristwatch front. And I even helped him source a Rolex Sea Dweller, and it was 4,000 Australian dollars. Rolex Sea Dweller. This would have been 97 I think, 97, 98, and yeah, it was basically a brand new piece, and yeah. So what I wanted to say is Bruce, he loved watches, very eclectic taste, very. He was sort of left of center as far as his watch collecting goes. Didn't like the brand names. He'd buy things just to spite you. So he was an interesting guy indeed. And what happened with my good friend is that he passed away, and then after his death, which was only a month or so ago, his wife has asked me to help correlate the collection. And you know what? I can hear him talking to me about them. And I kind of think it's a great idea. I'm looking at my own mortality, I should say. Not immortality is when you live forever. My own mortality, and thinking, you know what? It's my 50th year this year. So I actually have started to diarize my collection. And what I did was I bought this was a custom book, basically. It wasn't cheap, it was about $50, which is expensive, but it's custom done. So I chose the pattern, and it says Wristwatch Diary, Paul Pluta, and it's got my initials there, Horatio Paul Pluta. So it's a really cool thing. And what I've done is, I've always been someone who loved taking photos. Not always the easiest thing to photograph these watches. So what I've done is I've put together this diary. So I decided to, because with my collection I've got 4 Patek Philippe's, 4 Pateks, 4 Rolex, a Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso, and Speedmaster. So I decided, you know what? This diary will be when I wear the Pateks. They're kind of my special dress watch. And I wanted to kind of tell a story. So what I've done is, we just open up, we've got a picture of the entire, and it doesn't matter, like this picture here has actually got a a Tudor Black Bay in it. I've since sold it, but that doesn't matter. That's not the point. This here just gives you a... Shit, I stuck... Oh no, yes I did. I stuck the picture in upside down. Shit. So the glue I used actually wasn't... Isn't that always annoying? You know, you try and do shit and you make a balls up of it. Isn't that... This glue here, I'm just using a glue stick. Thankfully it's not the greatest glue, which is good because I stuck the thing in the wrong way around. So let's just stick that back in. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's start again. So you open it. I got a quote here. This is a quote. I just like to stick shit in here. The quote is, you don't... This is the quote. I've got my other glasses. The quote here is, you don't write because you want to say something. You write because you have something to say. F. Scott Fitzgerald. I thought that was nice. And then, got a few photos of me wearing various watches. This is actually wearing the 6006, which I've sold, but it doesn't matter. It's to get the flavor. And I've put a list of all my watches here. And then what I do is, whenever I go out and I wear one of the Pateks, because they're kind of the special watches, I put a diary entry in. And what I also can do is, I also collect business card or a souvenir, a coaster, just anything to stick in there to kind of add to the occasion. So here, this is for my 17th wedding anniversary. This is when I've started the diary. 12th of the 3rd, 2022. May 17, what did I put? My 17th wedding anniversary. Patek 5110, that's the world time. Should I or should I not? Patek 5110J, my world time Patek. I decided to wear the Patek and enjoy the night. Went to an Italian restaurant. I'm not going to name it. You probably saw it in the card, but that's irrelevant. I had an argument with the owners. The service was so slow. So there's no point glossing and making these stories bullshit where everything is amazing. You tell the truth. Absolutely horrible. Went and complained and had a screaming match. Asked for a 50% discount. There we go. So it's got all the tales of that night. Good, bad, or ugly. And I've even got a photo. So, you know what? I've started to diarize the watches when I've worn them. Now, I've left a few. Now, this one here, this is for the world times. So I'm going to leave a few world times stories. Then the next one was just because. This is a story here about the Patek 5196, and I've stuck in a photo of it. No special reason, just wanted to wear a Patek Philippe. Went out with the wife in the new BMW 330i and decided to go to Laidley, 45 minutes from Brisbane. Country town, time warp. Had hotel lunch, subpar. Time travel to 1967. Food was absolutely shit. 3.5 out of 10. Big disappointment. Beer was okay. So, you know, I'm adding personal things. Then I had another lunch. This was actually not so long ago, and I've stuck in the coaster. This is when I wore the 5127. So you can see what I've done here. I'm adding stories as I go. So this, I haven't actually worn the 5035 yet, but I'm going to put a story when I do. I got one on the sky. I have got to put a photo of the Sky Dweller. The Sky Dweller, that was this week. I went out and had a fantastic meal in the sunshine. So as you can see, I'm trying to tell the story of my watches. So not only does this add a bit of family history, but it makes the watches more personable. It tells the story, tells the occasion where I've worn certain things, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it would be a great way to go. So that's kind of how I've gone for this. And you know, the thing is, we all know the stories to the watches we have, but our relatives who when we depart this earth, would have no idea. So, you know, if a certain watch meant a hell of a lot, maybe it's a good idea to diarize it and tell the story of your watch collection. I mean, what a fantastic thing to have there down the track. And I had a great time. I actually wore the Sky Dweller, which this is a fantastic story. The Sky Dweller was a gift from Bondage and Discipline, so I get to tell that story. And I want to put into this book how special it is. And I try and use a fountain pen, you know, just to nicely tell the story of my precious watches, because I love them. Watches are important to me. And I'd like to think when I leave, the family would love to read the anecdotes. And that's what I'd like to do. So I got to tell you, this company, I don't get any kickback or commission, company called Papier, Papier, and they've got a whole range of covers. They're actually pretty damn expensive. They're about $46 US per bound book. You know, that's expensive, but it gets embossed. You know, I like it. I like it. I think that's really cool. So I don't, you know, I can't. Yeah, it is expensive. There's a lot cheaper options you could do, but I kind of like it. I kind of thought that was. I think that might be the best way to go with it. So I just want to make that recommendation. What do you think about diarizing your watches? Now, for me this year, what did I start? Well, 2022, I'm turning 50, and I decided to start from my wedding. I mean, you can pick any date. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But if you've got a class of watches you'd like to tell this, you know, just, I think it's a great thing. The history and times you went out, and you can come back and read the story. I think it's pretty cool. But hey, that's just an idea. You can create your own little history on your watches. And you know, for me, I started on the Paddock, then the Sky Dwellers snuck in, because I wore that and I had a good time. Sometimes I tried to wear Paddocks and have a good time, and the times were pretty shit. Well, I just document the truth. There's no point documenting lies. You make it truthful. So, guys, that's the wristwatch diary. Tell me what you think, guys. I'm Archie Luxury. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. And I will see you in the next one. See you later, guys. And don't forget, guys, I got more than the Archie Luxury channel. There's the Paul Pluta channel. There is the Archie Luxury live stream. Did you know I live stream every day? Yes, I do. Click on the other channels. Go to the front page of the channel, and you click on channels, and it will give you a list of all the channels I've got, including the Horology Dungeon. That's a project where I get other people to make live streams. Okay guys, I hope you've liked this video today. Wristwatch diary, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please guys, save your dignity, keep some pride, go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hi guys, Archie Luxury, and today guys, I'm very proud to introduce a new sponsor of the Archie Luxury and the Paul Pluta channels. Who am I talking about? WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. Check them out guys, jump online, check out WatchShopping.com. These guys here have been in business since 2017. Worldwide shipping and distribution. Over 10,000 wristwatches in inventory. Stock in hand, and 90 plus different brands, new and pre-owned. Now, the good thing about WatchShopping.com, trusted by over 4,000 reviews on Chrono24 and Trustpilot. Your one-stop shop to buy any watch your heart desires. Please guys, check out WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. I'm Archie Luxury, and check out WatchShopping.com. Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon, look down below, and I will see you in the next one.